welcome back to Wayfort Driving Empire as well, and it was a stressful moment and about for this one probably thing. It gotta be for some kind of a aggressive behavior around here, and perhaps for only one thing. So this is not gonna be aggressive activity once again, or probably this isn't gonna be literally one ourselves that we're gonna be doing. So the last part of the video that I just talked about for Audi removals, and because 2 days ago the Audis completely removed everything as possible, so I'm not very sure that man over here and how one of the BMWs were next, including some kind of Germans, were going to be next as possible. Before that wasn't going to be literally who was trying to hate us. So probably nobody likes Monster Speeder right now, and against for racing for anything as well. So we still have 6.8 thousand miles driven. We got here. So most importantly, we got for a little bit for ourselves, but unfortunately we ran too late for so well, because we just went out of time, because looks like we have reset it in about for many of today's like this one. So after we're gonna be trying to make it ourselves for a newly task. Now let's just do for a 4 exhibition races, win any races from about for Sofia races and highway races. Oh dear, this isn't gonna be making for about for many much sense. But overall, we have last 5 days to go, and unfortunately we cannot make it ourselves for the win as well. But let's do for ourselves for a stunt test once again. Throughout for all ramps in around the maps, while during race we got some kind of ramps to do so. Now let us drive into ourselves for the Dodge Challenger Hellcat over here, and this is gonna be really sound so hardly bad throughout for this one scene. As you can see inside of the server, this is possibly it was worth it as possible as well. So we're gonna be getting around for the highway drive. But our last scene, until for this last couple of videos, we have more to do so. Now, we're just gonna be trying to jump all the way into some kind of, this is the last video we ever tried to solve from it. And because I literally heard some kind of a ramp over here, and jumping out of for just gonna be using for a sky jump rocket over here. So, as I can remember for this one name, as I'm never gonna be trying to do for its all-wheel drive, I really don't want to go all the way up here. So, oh dear, I cannot able to handle this. Now we cannot able to go all the way up for as well. Now I cannot believe, since I just literally wanted to came up for this one. Now, this is gonna be the last climb. Overall, we just gonna be trying to see thing as well. Now, we just gonna be doing for our General Lee. And we just almost did for a amount of flip around here as well. So, we just failed a stunt test. But looks like we just gonna be going on another ramp as well. Since currently 6.8 thousand miles driven into this last part of the video. And probably we needed to find some more, and some more again. We literally heard for some kind of ramps over here, but actually sky jumps everywhere onto this one scenery over here. So throughout for the highway drive, and I cannot believe that I should be able to do this out. 10 new messages, and probably in for this inside of the chat filter itself. Now let's just going all the way for itself, or just to be literally throughout for 14 minutes all the way down here. So I bet I need to get for a 202 miles an hour. That's since game updates around for a 202 miles an hour. So I guess this is actually pretty loud over here for to do so, because the last couple of videos that I just never seen around here into this video, I don't want to get for my first bounties of itself. because I just literally can't be wanted for ourselves since ultimate driving. Now I should be able to drift ourselves to get fine for many ramps as possible. No, I'm possibly that is actually not as well. So we're just gonna be trying to find some more ramps over here throughout for the highway drive. Now for this last scene is nothing over here for about here just as well. So I'll be came around here for many more things to do. As we're just gonna be going for about 90 miles per hour, I just gonna be going to skip around for some kind of speed cameras as well, and because some kind of scam is going on out here. So we're still holding in about for the 8th gear, as we just gonna be trying to go on to the tow gate, and literally as possible. I'm not gonna be doing ourselves because we're gonna be doing for many loads as possible before I just literally gonna be doing ourselves for a jump or finding ourselves nothing to do so. Since I just entering throughout for this one day, we just came around for this climbing around for this. This is some kind of a same map as the old ways to do so, and because this isn't gonna be pretty remembers, it just looks like advanced for just around for this day. Unfortunately, we cannot able to go for Sophia Bay because it looks like some kind of random stuff or other kinds of things are just loaded out or just disappeared when I'm just going to be moving all the way. Now we just move on to the bridge ourselves, and looks like we just going to be made it ourselves and towards the camp. And where did I just going to be see came from? Some kind of sky jumps over here, or maybe just that. If I just gonna be trying to, we're going to make ourselves a flip over here, or just a fallen rocks around here for many things as possible. So without further ado, well, we're some kind of sky ramps is over here, or probably we got 19 new messages. Now as we just gonna be seeing around in the map, unfortunately we cannot able to get around here for just as quick as possible. But we just literally skipping all the way for some kind of highway things as possible. We're now into the highway before chase. Now we're on the freeway, and we just try to get all the way to 200 miles an hour. I'm not gonna be quickly ourselves, and probably we still need to do so, even for it's gonna be quick. Or I don't really think this isn't gonna be going for just nothing, I guess. The half spin of the jump as well. So probably we shouldn't be able to get fail for this thing, and because this isn't actually going to be doing for some kind of stunt test. And the last time's video, we just eventually, I'm pretty not sure we just failed for this one time or many. Now probably with supercars for ourselves isn't going to be making for about for just nicer as well. So we're just gonna be spinning all the way out all over here to the highway drive. But the last thing we needed to get for around Solyu before the chase continues around here for many more reasons. I guess I should be headed back and into the Sophia Bay race, or whatever. We just gonna be trying to do so anyways. Let's just gonna be seeing the map as we teleported right over to the races. Now, let's just teleport into some kind of Sophia Bay, or probably that does not even for work, just like in the last video yesterday. Now we're just gonna be turned into one gear, or just literally gonna be smashed over here. So there must be some kind of highway drives over here. Or probably this isn't gonna be making throughout for very much sense. Overall, let's going to get over here. According into this map, we need to find ourselves for a highway drive entry, or probably this isn't gonna be too late at all. But turns out we just went exactly wrong side of the highway as well. So I just literally gonna be came into the right time, but eventually where did the entry has come from? So let's just gonna be respawn the Dodge Challenger and that literally fits me a lot for as well. So we're gonna be using for some kind of for the Aston Martin. I think we're just currently using for the exiting limit about for 15 miles per hour. Now let's just make it all the way to out for 200 miles an hour. I think where are the highway exits over here? So maybe it's officially not. Or like we said that, it's gotta be some kind of a little bit strangely, I guess. So we're gonna be heading all the way towards into the highway drive. Just before this is literally big into the Pacific coast to the Dusk Blue Sea. Overall, isn't gonna be very crazy or itself, but literally we're entering towards into some kind of a little bit for one thing. Because we just got ourselves for our stunt drive complete. Now, this isn't gonna be the end of this video because we're gonna be doing some more, I guess. The next test I should be able to use for an Aston Martin Victor because before just gonna be getting away from police. As well, we just gonna be trying to do so because eventually that I just gonna be put out for the V8 muscle. But unfortunately it was V6. I'm gonna be using for some kind of a V8 monstrous vehicle, so I'm probably there must be some kind of a major escape. Now we just gonna be doing ourselves, we're escaping by the police chase, and we're gonna be doing once again and almost did some kind of a stunt flip right back into his last part. Now let's just try to make it all the way for itself, but let me trying to make it ourselves, return to Aston Martin Victor. And because of only one thing to do, we just actually missed around here ourselves. And before we're gonna be doing something a little bit more. And I just guess we shouldn't able to get back into the highway because we all guess because we're gonna be entering around for the highway drive itself. Because more times we did not forget about this thing. Because the rear-wheel drives puts me into slow heavily. Oh, we just gonna be messing around for anything as well. So, anyways, I'm never gonna be trying to messing up around here. And because this is eventually gonna be doing for our burnout test. Until later of this for the part 18, we're gonna be doing for some kind of a burnout show. With all of these supercars and stuff, I just literally try to put with rear-wheel drive or some kind of a little bit want ourselves to do so. We're just completely entering around for itself, and oh dear, this is I just eventually going for too fast, and we just made a spin-off. Now let's just gonna be trying to get we just literally be our worst decisions before the slacking of this video. This feels it's actually gonna be burnout me for to do so, and I like some kind of a extreme burnout of a stunt race. So probably we're just gonna be taking all the way out for sure, and because it looks like our muscle car is going to be reaching at about for 248 miles per hour. But looks like I'm gonna be doing for the test, and one ourselves, we're gonna be reaching throughout for the top speeds as possible, and we're gonna be reaching our 275 miles an hour, and we just hit the building and made a fatal accident. Oh, really dear for to do so because the stunt is absolutely always failing me. Now, what about just try for our standard stunt test before we're gonna be going for the Getaway. Now, even I'm just gonna be trying to say, we wanted to get away from the police. Now, we just already did this done for our testing around for this thing, but our highway test is going for just a stunt test by using for this muscle car. All over to this south. Blasting all the way to 270 without for some kind of one stunt over here, which is completely we get ourselves for to do so without going for a backflip overall. Now the next stunt will be getting right over here, because since I got for 6.9 thousand miles we currently driven, let's just gonna be try to purchase over here or claiming that time that played as well. So we're gonna be blast point over here, and wall ride, everything is gonna be possibly over here. Almost gonna be right in it towards into the railway tracks. There is the AVWR fan train, or probably it's not for some kind of a train, and almost hit that train or the railroad tracks. And where are the ramps at? And probably that does not to do so as well. So anyways, that was gonna be all for some kind of a little bit one thing as well. We'll probably be able to get cancelled for this one race as well. So I think this should be probably the end of the video, because I just see another ramp over here. Since I'm out of this world, maybe I shouldn't be able to get back as well. Before that map just gonna be glitching off for this one settling size over here. There must be, during all this race, there must be some kind of ramps over here into this race, but only for once. I guess I'm pretty not sure this isn't gonna be going for an overdrive as well, so probably this isn't gonna be going for very much as well. I think we're just gonna be still on burnouts of test around here for many more reasons. Now let's just gonna be going into the time trails, or 4 races into the Sophia Bay race as well. Now we just still gaming for about for this one, because I just tried to turn itself for getting more information, so we cannot able to go for the race. Without further ado, I think I just might able to quit myself. I think we're just gonna be doing for a Sophia Bay race. I'm probably not sure. I think we're just gonna be fail. Now inside, it's probably loud. I think somebody who just literally tried to join itself. I think I'm just gonna be trying to quick itself. I think this is the last checkpoint that we're just gonna be making itself for just our race in progress. I think we're just not gonna be trying to do so. There must be a ramp over here during this race. I think we're just gonna be failed attempt. I'm really never gonna be very sure. We're just gonna be missed the checkpoint over here. I think I just feel a little bit itself for one blood thing. I need to retry. Let's just quick restart. And before I just literally even quit itself for just one moment. One more moment before I just gonna be making about for this only jump around as well. So let's just gonna be jumping over here, and before stunt drive, make it itself for just at once as well. Now before this isn't gonna be literally as once, we have 1 second's gonna be behind of all of this one of the sudden. We have almost just a flip down. It's a 1 second behind of the Dodge Challenger itself, because looks like this is literally ourselves. Oh dear, we just eventually slam ourselves into the wall. And where are those ramps as well? 3 seconds behind into the timeline as well, until 4 seconds right behind everything that does not matters as well. I think we're just gonna be missing for the last checkpoint as well, and probably that was all that I just gonna be making for about for very much sense. I really don't think we just got for 3 seconds all the way back here, and there must be a ramp over here onto this one thing. We're gonna be skyrocketing over the bridge and making ourselves into the moon and slamming ourselves into the wall, I guess. So I probably never sure. Now probably we just losing our 202 miles an hour. I think we just needed to get for one re-information about here. So we almost completed it about ourselves, and because we have lost seconds throughout for this day. Oh dang it. So 2 minutes and I think this is 1 minute and 41 seconds. So I shouldn't able to get for a lost amount of time. So let's just get into our exhibition race. We have claim and against for 30 minutes of playtime, and probably that's all that we just reaching about for the test of all things we just about to do so. And I think we just currently waste so many miles or probably whatever. We just gonna be thinking about for this an $8 million race. Going to get ourselves for a 262 miles per hour. I don't really get it about here. So anyways, that is all for today's video. About for this thing, over 15 minutes of today's video. But like I say, this is literally gonna be for a radical stunt time as well. 85 new messages, and probably we're gonna be thanks for watching and for all your support that I just literally tried to do so. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe and click that bell, and perhaps that the previous video that I don't forget and about for this moment, the game is linked in the description below. There are no Audis because it had been removed sometimes as well, and what is gonna be next or going to be ruined as well. So if before we're gonna be feeling so sad to get this, or probably not. Thanks for watching, and this is gonna be Turbo Concept signing off, and probably I'm gonna be talking to you street racing geeks and mini lads out here, dukes, all later.